Welcome along then. It is the final GP of the F1 Clash 2023 season. We are shortly moving in to F1 Clash 2024. Hopefully lots of changes, lots of goodies to look forward to. Remember, we're doing daily driver releases on the channel, and each day we'll be reviewing the drivers that have been released. Now, we had a very strong event last week, scoring 372 points in the final round. And it's a first for us this week because we have got a 99 qualifying Max Verstappen, which is going to be massive for us. And we've got Valtteri Bottas probably bringing up the rear with that 87. This is the car, heavy cornering as always. Now, we're not expecting to score 188 points, but by God, I will absolutely take it as we head to the Formula One Miami Grand Prix. Make sure to comment down below, who are you using this week? I want to know the drivers that you are using as we head to race one. Can we get full points on the last week? Who knows? Either way, we're going to try and put in our very best result. So here we go then, real player time. So ideally, we wanted some bots or some lower matchmaking to see if we could ever score 188 points in a qualifying session. I don't expect to, but it would have been nice. Now, real player doesn't mean the end of the world. We could, who knows, score some big points here. But let's see where we qualify with this Verstappen, with this Bottas as well. As we come across, it's not looking too bad here actually. P4 and P11. Wow, that's amazing. And it is wet to begin with. Now I'm going to go onto a Kawhi. Now I'm going to go Bottas onto a Timeless. I'm going to risk it for the biscuits and go for wet, Kawhi and Timeless. Come on, can we get a good start here? Bottas needs a big start from the back. Verstappen could get through. Thought it was a real player. They're not using boost though, which is interesting, and they haven't pushed. But Valtteri Bottas has got an amazing start with that Timeless boost. Miami and Timeless equals perfect. We are in P1 clear. Bottas now moving up to P4. So brilliant start early on in this race. We're going to keep pushing Bottas initially. See if we can get him past as the rival starts pushing. And we move into P3. Can we take P2 early on? Yes, we can. Brilliant racing. Come on. This is what we like to see. P1 Verstappen, who's got great tyre management this week. I think 96 for my level 6. Bottas P2. Now, we would usually undercut with these drivers, but because we are actually at the front of the field, there is no point in undercutting. We might as well just stick both to a 3-3-1 as we come down the straight for the second time. Hopefully we can score good then, hopefully. We've got the rival pushing now, as you can see behind, but they've just used all their power units up. So we could be looking good here for a good start. Verstappen down the straight again. Bottas not too far behind. We've got sunny weather coming in 1 minute 40. So this could be a dry race at the start. Bottas P2. Just keeping that rival behind. Verstappen P1. He'll come in for wet tyres. Bottas the same. We will push Bottas shortly, just so he's got a little bit of a gap between the cars. And the one behind him, that is. Down the straight, nearly 81% power unit. Bottas looking strong here. Verstappen got the Kawhi boost on as well, which is good. And there is Bottas just coming through, not too far behind now. So, wet tyres, he'll get sunny in around 2 laps time. Hopefully we don't double stack too much here. As into the pits we come. Verstappen hits the pit mark. Come on, get out, get out, get out. Yeah, it's not too bad, not too bad. Got to get ahead of this rival though. And we are currently coming out in P2. Rival just behind though. We're going to save it. We're going to save the power unit here and there. Just because 95%, nearly 100% we're up to on Bottas. With dry weather coming in a lap time, it's going to go dry quickly with the sun. You're looking at like a lap and a half and it'll be dry completely. So just got to keep earning this power unit back. You can see Bottas in P2 at the moment. Verstappen, clear. Bottas 100% now. Let's push Verstappen, because I feel like I want to push Bottas later on. It's kind of pointless keeping it 100% here. Kind of want to use some and gain it back. And now it starts to dry out. Look how quick it will start drying. Rapid. Do we go this lap? I don't think so. I think we'll stay out to the next lap. And then we'll go for softs. Let's see, though, when Bottas gets round. I think this could be a stop earlier. It's getting pretty dry. 63. It's going to go down to... Oh, I'm going to push. I'm going to do it with Bottas. I'm going to keep Verstappen out. I'm going to pit early with Valtteri. That is the call. Everybody else should stay out anyway, so it's not going to be too bad on Verstappen. Bottas is going to come out when it's down at about 30%. So it's just at that crossover section now. But we need a little bit of the dry stuff on this lap, because then we can gain some massive ground. Pressure's on. P5 for Bottas, and it's about to go dry. So I think we made the right choice with Bottas. And now Bottas will start absolutely flying against these wet tyres unless he sticks to the back of Hamilton. Come on, get through. Thank you. Verstappen's in. And we've caught everyone up, so we should be good. As we come round, should take P2 here. Verstappen on the wets, and there you go. Solid. Solid work. Let's get a screenshot of that. Some soft tyres going on, but we're leading the way out front. And I think we're going to be good for a 47-pointer in Miami to start with. The track which is so good for race starts from the back as well. And we're going to come home comfortably, taking a P1 and P2 and a 47-point run in this qualifying session for the first race. We've got some tricky tracks to come, though. As we come round, Max Verstappen takes it. Bottas second. It's a brilliant start to racing here in Miami. 47 points. Come on. That's what we needed. Rival comes home P3 and P5. Thought it was a real player. Looks like they exited out the game, though. And that is decent for us. 47 points. Come on. Let's show you what the rival had. 6 Bottas, 6 Verstappen, exactly the same. Car was a little bit better as well. Got away with that one, but that's a great start. Here we go then. Race number 2. We are off to Suzuka and Japan. Pretty decent matchup just in our favour this time. And this is a strong chance of rain here as well. So qualifying sees it dry, but we'll find out in the race. Don't know which I prefer actually round here. Probably a wet race, maybe. We've got good... I mean, that rival sitting there, P7, is going to be hard to catch. What are we going to have? We're going to have rain. 2 minutes and 11, though. That's interesting. So we're going to go on to... I'm going to put timeless on both. I'm going to risk it. I need a good start. Timeless goes on to both. Can we deliver? This is going to be tough, though, with that rival starting ahead of us. But we'll try. It's all going to be about this first corner at Suzuka. Can we get lucky? Well, certainly we're going to try. Wet to dry race is incoming. Come on, need a good start. It's all about Valtteri Bottas, getting him through. If he can get a good start, then we might be on to something. He's gone round the outside. He's got trapped a little bit. Rivals on Kawhi boost into P2, though. That is a problem for us that we can't maybe catch. We need to get Bottas through as quick as we can as he takes P4. No, he doesn't take P4. Come on, Bottas, get through. There's P4, there's P3. So we're in to P1 and P3. Now, hopefully the timeless boost is going to help us. Maybe the rival will make a little bit of a mistake on this strategy as well, as that rival absolutely closes up to us. How have they just closed up that quick? As we go down the straight. We've got good power unit left, though, compared to the rival. Now, what do we do here? Minute and 30. I think it's going to stay wet in this race. So really, we're going to see what happens. This rival, how can we have 25 cornering over the rival and the rival absolutely just fly past us like that? How does that work? They're not even pushing. How? They're flying away from us. We've got a better matchup. They must have... What? Is this timeless boost rubbish? I mean, I've got 25 cornering and speed. I don't get it. I don't get how he's doing it. So, yeah, it's going to be definitely a wet race, I think, here. We're going to try and get back past the rival. And we can't get past the rival here. Come on. Verstappen right there. This rival is all over us. I don't know how he's carrying the speed. He just look at the close-up that he's got on us. It's mad. As we come round, Verstappen carries on. Now, we're going to have to go to wets here. Absolutely going to have to go to wets. Now the rival starts to drop back, though. I'm going to push Verstappen. I'm going to hold off. We've got to go wets. There's absolutely no chance we go anything other. We've got to hope the rival goes dries. We've pushed away. But now we're catching the rival, which is interesting. Now Bottas is starting to catch. We're into P2 with Bottas. Bottas is flying out there at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. We've got to go wets. It's not going to dry as quick as we think. Now, that rival's conserved power unit, clearly. We've got now Verstappen in the pits. We've got to go. No double stack. No double stack. Ah, we're going to lose out. Nah. We knew that was going to happen. Any sign of a double stack, and that was it. Rival goes to wets. We're going to push out. We're going to try and close them down and hold here. Is it going to stay a dry race? We're going to just try and tap these buttons. See if we can just poke ourselves ahead. And yes, we can. Now, what we've got to do is try and keep ahead, but keep some power unit. Because this rival is going to attack us. But we've got to try. It is going to lap number 6. Still wet tyres out there. Still too wet. But it might be a last lap push here for dries. Rival is carrying on round. We're just creating a little bit of a gap whilst holding the power unit. So we've just got to micromanage this. We've got a nice looking gap at the moment. Do we go to dries though, or do we risk it? It's about 1 a second. There's about 30-second lap probably at Japan. I think we risk this and just... Oh, I don't know. Verstappen's got to risk it. I think we just risk it. We're gonna run out quite just at the end. 28. Let's risk it. Let's send it. Does the rival pit? Does the rival risk it? They don't. Now they're going to push the rival. We're going to be both out of tyres if it comes to the end of this race. Could we score 47 points again after the early fight from the rival? We're at 53%. We've got a nice gap at the moment. We've got Verstappen in P1. There is the rival closing all the time. And this is about to go to a dry race. But we're on the last lap. Bottas is flying. Think we might have managed this. Verstappen comes across the last corners. So does Bottas. Verstappen's going to take it. And we are going to take it with Valtteri Bottas too. It's P1 and P2. It's another 47 points. It's 2 out of 2. And this one was our difficult racetrack in Japan. So an early scare in that race. That rival really was catching us up quite quickly at times, which begged belief as to how they were doing it. We'll look at the strategies. They had a level 5, and their car, well, there you go. That is why they had more cornering. They just didn't have the drivers that we had, but another 47. So race number 3. Well, I believe we have went all the way around to the bot territory, and this should be a bot that we now face because it searched long enough. Hungary, we are off to 0% chance of the wet stuff, and we're going to be looking at doing a 4-4 with Max Verstappen and a 5-3 with Valtteri Bottas. But can we get Bottas through the field at this difficult Hungary first corner parking lot? It's P11 for Bottas, P3 for Verstappen. So we are going to go on to... We need a decent enough boost that it's okay. I'm going to still use Cuppa on Verstappen because I just want to secure this. Timeless boost it's going to be mediums. It's going to be soft and a mediums. It's a real player, actually, by the look of it. Didn't think that was going to be the case. It definitely went to the bot section. So here we go. Can we get over the line? Rival starts P15, P16. It's all about the first corner. Can we survive and make or break our week already? Bottas into that first corner. No, don't. No, he's got stuck, but he's not too bad. He got stuck, but he got out of there. It's P11 for Bottas. Knew we'd get stuck. Didn't want to get stuck that much, though. And now we have to settle back down. P10. Didn't make only one place up on the grid. That could be painful. But first corner nightmares. We need probably a safety car or something in this race now, as Bottas has Kevin in front of him. We need to try and hold for some soft tyres at the end. We've got Kevin holding us up. Can we get past Kevin, who accelerates away? Why are we going backwards? Come on, game. Give us a break. We're trying to get a perfect score. That perfect score's over. It is over. We are not getting these. We are not going to make it. No. Get past Kevin, finally. We definitely need a safety car. We're about a pit straight behind already against the field. Soft tyres are going to be quick at the end. We've got a few people on softs as well. Maybe we can coast our way into play. But I definitely wanted to be in the top 5 or 6 at this point. Looks like we are closing down the field. We can definitely see the 2 cars ahead of us. As Verstappen comes round, he's doing it easy. He is doing it very easy at the moment. But again, we are so far behind already. We're going to push just a little bit here. We're going to push through this sector and see if we can just close up. Oh, it's not going to happen, is it? Alonso, we probably need to get past him without pushing. And we can't. Alonso is on medium tyres. Everyone is going to come into the pits. Well, most of them ahead. We're running low on tyres as we get past Alonso. Going to just hang it in there, though. If they go hard, we might have a chance. And that chance, I think, is over because Norris is already out. Hungary, first corner. Absolute ruining our perfect score. Absolutely costing us. Just because we got absolutely bogged down in that start. Otherwise, I think we would have been... I think we could have blasted through. But Hungary, the parking lot of absolute hate, absolutely costs us. But nothing we can do against it. Never mind, we tried for the 188. We gave it our very best shot. Pit stop's done, we come back out. We're even that slow out the pits. It's just stupid sometimes, this game. We get ahead of Bottas. 7th even for Bottas, sorry. So P1 for Verstappen. We need a safety car. It's not going to come. We've got just about taking as much points as we can now. As we're going to get stuck behind these. We get stuck behind Perez at least. Come on, get past. Thank you. Yeah, no way we catch up, though. Look how far they are ahead. Unless I can slow them down. But I don't think I'm even worth slowing them down here. So P5 it's going to be for Bottas. After that terrible start, the parking lot comes back and bites us. We are trying to close to get as many points as we can here. No safety car today. Verstappen's clear, and we're not going to get any more, I don't think. We've got a car ahead who is on softs of Hamilton. And yeah, we basically lost 12 seconds overall to the leader. Absolute fruitcake. Ugh. Never mind. We don't expect to score 188. I'm just disappointed that we didn't get that good start that we would have wanted. Norris, Hamilton ahead of us. We're not going to catch him. But, yeah. Race start costs us in the end. Coming round the final corner, Verstappen has won. Bottas is going to go for one more point. We'll take one more point. It's so frustrating, though. We're not going to go for a perfect weekend, but still, I would have liked to get 188 in this qualifying session. Let's see, though. $45 points is just the 2-point drop, though. That is it at the end of the day, so that's still minimum, and it all depends on what happens in this next race. Race number 4, go back to Miami. which has been a good circuit so far with that race start. 139 points. One race to go. 100% wet Miami. Let's bring it on. And it is now officially over. Oh, matchmaking. 1-6-2-7, I think it was for the rival. Real matchup straight away. 100% wet Miami. Yeah, the dream. The dream is over well and truly. Where do we qualify? Well, actually, we're in a mix of the rival. Rival's going to have a strong car, though, I would have expected. And we're going to go on to Cuppa. We'll get Bottas through with a bit of timeless. Can we? Can we deliver a blow to this rival? It's Aaron versus Aaron. Come on. P14 now for Bottas, moving back from P11 because of the matchup. Rival goes on to Cuppas, and we get a terrible start. It's not terrible because we're actually up to P4, but the rival just absolutely flies past us. It's a great start, though, for Valtteri Bottas, who is up to P5. So P4, getting a little bit better now, into P3, P4 as well. So damage limitation again we are at here, as we try and get into P2, which we do. And we're going to get, by the look of it, into P3 as well, as we close down on the rival then, P2 and P3. Good start. Got to use our racecraft, though. This rival's pushing all the way down the straight. Do not recommend that at all, because that means we can then push in the corners when he is out of power unit, like so. We will catch back up, and we'll keep the advantage. They're using everything to keep us at bay. But we don't need to do anything here. Just got to cruise. And we might do that even better as Verstappen takes the lead without even pushing. Rival left behind at the moment. Probably come back at us, though, because they are pushing. Let's try and push out of these corners. Rivals spent their power unit as we exit the corner. Currently, P1. Rival pushing down the straight again. Do not push down the straight. And then we're going to give it all here, because we're going to have to come in on the lap 3. I'm going to pit this lap and try and get through. Verstappen peeling away from the rival. It's Bottas who's actually catching on that timeless boost now. Come on. Points mean prizes. Well, on a Friday. All the way down to Sunday. Saturday and Sunday is where you earn your money. Rival's still using all that power unit as we're in P1. We're just using the end of it. You can see Bottas still bang there, right behind the rival, and on 100% power unit. That is what we like to see. We're going to come into the pits with a decent gap. We might just double stack. I should have probably used Kawhi for Verstappen. We're going to get done by a double stack again. Only just, though. But Verstappen is out. Bottas coming out as well. Got a little bit to find. But I'm going to time this the best I can. I'm going to try and close him up at least. Rival's pushing a little bit now as well. So just gain the power unit. We'll close with Bottas down the straight. Let's see if we can actually put a bit of pressure on here. We are closing them back up again. But Rival's just never earning their power unit back at all. And I might actually pit early with Verstappen. I need to give Bottas an absolute go at this rival. He's got great power unit to be able to do so. So I might actually stop this lap here. Let's push. And I might just stop because I feel like I need to give Bottas an attack. I'm not going to do that by double stacking him again. We're closing on the rival all the time, as you can see. And we're going to be absolutely fine. It's going to be a quicker pit stop. You can see the rival just behind us. This is what we've got to do, though, to get Valtteri Bottas in the game. We come into the pits early. And then what we'll do is we'll keep the push. We'll close on the rival again, just slowly. And now I think we attack. Rival's attacking as well. Verstappen's coming back out. Ahead of Hamilton would have been nice. It's not going to happen. Verstappen P3. Bottas into P1. And now we are good. Bottas through. We're going to conserve down. Verstappen is bang there as well. No service required on this stop. Will the rival get ahead of us? We've got 40% power unit, though, to have a go at them with. That's the good news. We've got ahead of the rival. The Hamilton-Verstappen carries on. Verstappen, we need to get ahead. We need to get a bit of a gap between the rival. Can we get ahead? Yes, we can. Just get ahead. Verstappen P1, Bottas P3. Bottas we can push. The rival has got no power unit left to attack. As what is he doing? What is Bottas doing? Why have you just let him through? Oh my God. We finally get past though. There's a car out front who's just run out of tyres. We're going to push down the straight. I know we don't do it, but I've got to keep the gap. P2. It's Verstappen P1. It's Bottas P2. Come on. Good rival. Wow. Good team score rival. We have demolished. Get in. And what a qualifying. If it wasn't for the Hungary parking lot, we would have done a lot better. Rival 1627. And they had level 8 Alonso, level 7 Verstappen. And that was the car setup as well. So it looks like the drivers really pushing that rival's team score up. But we will take it. And we'll take it in qualifying. After the end of the day, it is our best qualifying round. It is 186 points on the free-to-play. Let's all blame Hungary in the comments because we can't take the first corner nicely there. But qualifying is done for the season. Good luck in yours. Let me know how you get on down below. It's going to be a blast this last weekend.